Yes. The answer is yes. I could just end the video right here. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adele if you are new. Today I'm going to be talking about fanfiction and whether or not it is considered real writing. I have briefly mentioned this in past videos. I have already answered this in my opinion, but I did want to kind of make a video about it just because I have seen the discourse, I have seen the arguments for and against, and I do think, at least recently, I haven't seen it as much. I think overall people have kind of accepted that fanfiction is real writing, at least in my circles, but I wanted to just make a video to talk about it because I have a lot of you who are watching my channel who have commented and you're like, I write fanfiction, and they've mentioned like when I briefly mentioned it in videos, and so I just want to make this video to be like a little nice reminder and good feeling video for those of you who write fanfiction. Fanfiction is real writing, okay? If you write fanfiction, thank you for your service. You are great, keep it up, you have awesome ideas, you are awesome, and you're a great writer. And fanfiction is great, and it's a great outlet for creativity and honing the craft and exploring a world that you love and characters that you love and kind of putting your own little twist on it, and I think it's great. So I've seen many differing opinions on this topic, and I kind of wanted to put mine out there in an official stance or whatever. And I know this isn't much of like a point of discourse anymore, I don't think, at least in my corner of the internet, because I choose not to surround myself with negativity. Writing fanfiction is not lazy, it's not stealing other people's ideas. I don't even think about that. It's not plagiarism, you know, it's not unoriginal. I will say there is a difference between an original piece of work and fanfiction, although there are so many ways you can turn fanfiction into something so very original. But there's not a difference between a professional writer and a fanfiction writer. You can be a professional writer and also write fanfiction. You can just write fanfiction and still be a great writer. I don't think it's lesser, I just kind of think of it as like another genre. I also think it's a great way to work on the craft of writing and practice like all those writing skills and techniques and grammar and syntax and language and tone and theme and all that stuff that you have to put in a story. Because fanfiction, it's a story, you know what I mean? People write stories, they create whole stories out of, sure, there are worlds and characters that may already exist, but that doesn't mean that they can turn them into something cool and new. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's exciting, and that's what writing should be. I think fanfiction is a really good way to practice your skills and kind of take a step into the world of writing. I know a lot of writers started out that way, especially like my age, my generation. A lot of people started out by posting fanfic on fanfiction.net or AO3, and I have read so many stories that are incredible and emotional and breathtaking, and they impact me just as much as originally published work or book would. So many fanfic writers put so much time and effort and dedication into their writing, and I appreciate that so much, as I'm sure so many other people appreciate as well. Thank you for making our dreams come true. Thank you for putting that ship together. And there is a huge community in the fanfiction world and the fandom world, and fanfic writers, they beta, they have critique partners, they do all that stuff too. Just because they don't want to traditionally get published or they're working on something separate on the side doesn't mean it is any lesser than any other piece of writing out there ever. And the community is so nice and great and sweet. I'm not getting into individual fandoms, but just fanfiction in general, I think is so nice and great to see people supporting other people, readers supporting writers. Leave your kudos on a chapter that you like. Support other artists. We're all writers, we're all people, we're all struggling. Support. Just stop. And like I said, I don't really see this discourse that much anymore. I don't know if it's a big topic anymore, but I want to put it out there. Y'all are great. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Also, I feel like, at least when I have seen arguments against it, people say that it's, you know, stealing, it's using other people's settings and characters and stuff like that. And I don't know about you, but almost all of the fanfiction I have read revolves around something else. Again, I like to read AUs a lot more than like actually set in the world, but either way, like, what does it matter? It's fun, it's a fun practice, it's a good way to practice the craft of writing, and people make their own characters as well. They change the traits of the existing characters. Like, I don't know if I've ever read a fanfic that was like, it is 100% exactly how that character would behave, because I think there are always ways to add your own little quirks into things and make it not your own, but make it interesting and fun for a reader, which is writing. Writing is writing. If you write, you are a writer, and I'm thinking about making a whole video about that too, because I've seen people say, you're not a real writer unless... No! Stop it! Also, there are tons of like famous writers and authors out there who wrote fanfiction, and so like, don't knock it. Don't knock it till you try it. We're all people, we're all writing and practicing the craft, and I think it's great. It's just writing because it's fun. It's like writing without, like, there's no profit in mind. It's just like writing for fun. There's passion behind it, which makes it so interesting and fun, and I love it. Also, not every fanfic is a bunch of sex. Not every fanfic has all those themes or is adult. There are plenty of fanfics that are just a fun, exciting story, nothing else. You know, you can usually filter that out if you don't want to see that, so. But if you are writing that kind of stuff, go for it. Live your life, it's a hobby, do your thing, it's great. Keep going, you're great. And not every fanfic writer only writes fanfic. They could have other stuff that they're working on. They could also be getting published just like I am. Maybe I have a whole stash of fanfics that y'all don't even know about. Does that make me any less of a writer? Nope. And if you're a fanfic writer who only writes fanfic, great. Do your thing. You are still valid and awesome and great, and I love you. At the end of the day, writing is writing. I don't think there's a set of qualifications that make you a real writer. You are doing great. You fanfic writer, you. I love you. Do your thing. Link me your fanfics down below, please. And you're all awesome. And I hope this was a nice video that will just makes you feel better about yourself. Again, I don't know if this discourse is still going on, but here's a nice reminder that I think you're great and keep doing what you're doing. So there's my opinion. Fanfiction is great and awesome and real writing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to chat about this stuff because, you know, I think it's kind of fun. Sit back, relax, go read your favorite fanfic, and have a nice day. I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all in my next video.